at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. For Mixon, a big jump up from year one. He had 1,168 rushing yards, good for fourth in the league.
Didn't fumble all year long as well, so ball security a big part of his game. But despite the fact that he was well over 1,000 yards rushing, I thought he was underutilized as a running back. He has the ability to catch the ball in the backfield. Cincinnati didn't throw it to him nearly enough to try and create some more plays for him downfield.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
From midfield here, Dalton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
There you go, 368.
And now to the air, Dalton. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4. First time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And, yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England. But it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of.
It certainly is. And just think about your chief weapons coming back. Saw what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah, chief weapons.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill will be back. Travis Kelce.
And this is caught at the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Geno Atkins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Spins past it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Good. It's hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Over here, over here. You're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Second down, Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
368! 368! It's hot!
Here's Dalton. And able to find Green. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
There you go, 368!
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Andy Dalton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones. In there to get him for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368!
To throw here, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
They'd converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted a myth that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, this offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be one of transition. Marvin Lewis, 2nd longest tenured head coach in the NFL, been with the Bengals since 2003, Charles. Let go on December 31st, Happy New Year, after a 3rd straight season of no playoff football.
And he actually made that franchise relevant. You remember what a wreck it was when he took over? And then he turned them into a perennial playoff team, unfortunately.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Dalton here from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
368. 368.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Andy Dalton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now
here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
They go 3-3-68.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
368.
From the gun, Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert from 4 yards out, and the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Henning. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. It's Kelsey on the ground. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt?